All right, so here is kind of a breakdown of determining what you can afford. So you want to spend no more than 28% of your gross monthly income for your mortgage payment, and you want to spend no more than 30% of your gross monthly income for your total monthly debt, including mortgage payments, car payments, credit card bills, student loans, and medical debt. So total, you don't want to spend more than 36, but for a loan, you don't want to spend more than 28. So suppose you make $240,000. What's the maximum amount you should spend each month on a mortgage payment? All right. Well, for that one, let's call it number one, $240,000. And it said in our previous thing, 28% should be the most you spend in a year for a thing. So that's going to be 0.28. And if we're going to do that per month, since this says actually per month, we'll divide by 12. And so if we do that, now we get to go back to our calculator. And so let's clear that out. So it was 240,000 times 0.28 divided by 12. So $5,600 is the most you should spend per month on your mortgage. That's quite a bit. And that's going to be per month. Okay. Two, what's the maximum amount you should spend each month for total credit obligations? Well, if we go back, that was 36%. So what we're going to do then is we're going to take that 240,000 times 0.36 divided by 12, and that will give us 240,000 times 0.36 divided by 12. And that gives us $7,200 is the most we should spend per month. And that's for all of the total credit obligations. So, mortgage plus everything else. Now, three says, if your monthly mortgage payment is 90% of the maximum amount you can afford, what is the maximum amount you should spend on each month for all the rest of your debt? So if you're at 90%, so that means if we take 90% of this 5,600 times 0.9, that's going to give us how much we're actually spending on the mortgage. And then if we subtract off that from 7,200, so then we're going to take 7,200 minus this value, and then that will be how much we should spend for the rest of our debt. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do two calculations while we're here. So 5,600 times our zero point 0.9. So that means 5,040 is going to be what our 90% of the maximum amount we should do is. And now if we subtract that from 7,200, which is the total we should have debt paying, that means only $2,160 is going to be the amount we spend on the rest of our debt. So this was 5040. So this is 5040, and then we subtract that, and that was 2,160. So that's how much for the rest of our debt that we should be spending per month. Okay. All right. So that's kind of a quick and dirty how to think about how much you should spend each month. And that's a huge amount. So, that's why we can spend so much per month for a mortgage or even total debt there. Okay. All right. So let's stop there and we'll come back for more.